again from Asher and me, Carlene. And what I have for you today isn't necessarily a physical game or exercise, but it is still involving training, maybe over a long period of time. I know I've been working from a couple different offices, my home office and then here at the building. And when I bring my dogs along or they're at my home office, they kind of understand that that's not a place where I'm there to entertain them, that I have work to do, and they're really good at understanding and settling. And that when I'm paying attention to the computer screen or on the phone, even webcamming, that they really, it's not an opportunity for them to have me engage with them. So I'm going to show that to you, what that looks like here at this office at the building, and kind of give you a couple bits of ideas that might be helpful so that you could set something similar up at your home. So I'm going to take you on a little tour. So here's a little tour of my office space here at the building, and this is my workstation. I have some treats there and some papers that I need to sort through. But what I have here is a little place. So a mat for the dog to be able to be a little bit more comfortable. Asher, my border collie in particular, loves laying on that spot in particular. So I make it a little bit more inviting by giving him a nice warm place. Another option for him that he really seems to enjoy is making under the desk a cave. So there's plenty of leg room in there, so I don't find that that bothers me personally. But what I started doing to train this behavior is that I just got a couple treats out, and I would put them right on the desk so it's a little bit easier, so I could just kind of toss one as we were practicing. So I usually just get the dog in a down on that place, and I could be typing, and he's not doing anything incredibly malicious right now. Of course, he's pretty happy to be there. But occasionally I just throw the dog a bone. So I could be sending emails, and if I look over, my dog's being really soft and sweet like that, then I'll just toss the treat. And that's the nice thing about having a mat too, is that it doesn't bounce around a lot or roll. And so I just try to aim right by their shoulders there. And eventually what happens is that they get pretty accustomed to laying in that spot. And also I just start to slow down my cookies over time, or maybe just acknowledge them and say, what a good boy for lying down. Look at you. So acknowledgement is good. This is a behavior that can take a little bit of time and lots of patience, depending on your dog, to help teach them how to settle. So another option I have, and I'll show you over here, is a little X pen in a crate area. And what I use this for is one of my more exuberant dogs, who she's still working on settling as well. But this is a great place to kind of stow her while I'm working. So that way I can kind of just keep her occupied in here, give her a Kong. That's been really working wonderful for me. And then let her out when she's settled down or when I'm finished working. But those are a couple ideas on what to do when you're trying to be productive and you have dogs at home. So I'm going to get started and work on some of the things that I have, but you can see he's pretty content to be there. And again, if this process is a little too slow or frustrating for you, take a break. Refocus, and maybe just crate your dog or shut your office door. And that also kind of sets up a routine as if you were at work again. So, and that's something that we'll talk a little bit more in a few days. All right, we'll see you guys.